Hello, hello, good morning, and welcome to Tuesday, the 9th of June. All right, we'll just wait for. Oh, I don't know about you guys. Oh, there we go. Still change the settings. Viewer to say hello. Okay, all right. I have been hearing it from multiple sources, and I completely agree. Even though Mercury is not in shadow yet, it is in the sign that it is going to retrograde in on the 30th of June, which goes all the way through to the 26th of July. Now, Mercury's already being tricky, all right? So we're already doing, it is in Cancer. We might be reminiscing about family experiences. We do have to be very aware of travel and transport. Obviously, that's just a Mercury retrograde thing, but it's in Cancer. So, revisiting old states of being, having a look at your early childhood conditions, revisiting family, which is the one that I'm going to do today. So, yeah, just that heads up that Mercury is being tricky. And please let me know if you're also finding that time is being elusive, ridiculous, fast. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, DG. How are you? So yeah, just let me know if you're sort of experiencing these things already. All right. So we do have a lovely day today, but like the word says, so Venus and Jupiter together in Cancer are honestly, it is one of the most benefic days of the year. All right. So today they are at Mercury is at 24:43 and Jupiter is at 25:36. So they are like within less than a degree. Good morning, Kath. Less than a degree to each other. However, like I'm just trying to make you aware of the tendency for excess. All right. This feels like diabetes. Okay. So now, good feelings are absolutely going to flow throughout the day, but there could be a temptation to soothe emotions with comfort today. Brackets, insert your vice here. Good morning, Sally. How are you? So, I'd like you to use your discretion to see that not everything that feels nurturing is actually nourishing for your soul. Okay, so enjoy these sweet days, but be mindful of excess. Now, again, I'm not saying, look, I am saying it's going to be lovely. All right, first of all, moon in Pisces still. All right, so we've still got that, the spiritual connected empathy, intuition. We're in the fields, all right? We're deep in the fields. Remember, it rules our subconscious. So there's definitely this ancestral link, our patterns of behavior, our subconscious narrative, all right? So we're in that sort of space. Good morning, Susan. How are you? And at 9 a.m., we have a beautiful moon trine Venus in Cancer. Absolutely gorgeous. At 10:30, we have that moon is then going to trine Jupiter again. The big, the benefics. All right, we're in a lovely state of being. Um, Again, though, too much sugar can, too much indulgence can definitely give you a sugar over. All right, too much sugar equals candida. Too much sugar equals diabetes. And I think it's just the Pisces moon that it's like we're going to be like too much of a good thing. All right, so be careful of again your vices, especially if you are in a sensitive state of mind. All right, look, I know a lot of people are going through these things and they're definitely coming out the other side, absolutely, but it still doesn't mean that there's those sneaky desires to, oh, I'll just have a glass of wine, and then next minute the bottle's empty. Tomorrow you're going to regret, because tomorrow at 5 a.m. is when the Venus Jupiter is exact. Again, we don't want to wake up with a hangover. Good morning, Christy. How are you? All right. So now after 12 o'clock, the moon then starts its conjunction to Neptune. It is out of sign. All right. So that Neptune conjunction is, I don't know, in the early hours of tomorrow morning. I haven't got it written down, but it starts its conjunction at midday. Okay. So that's when we're going to have that moon in Pisces moving towards Neptune. Yes, it's in Aries, but we might get this sense of, um, Neptune in Aries is, what am I willing to fight for? So we're still in that state where we're in our spirit, or we're in our connected state, but we're also looking at what is worthy of my effort and energy. All right. So now, after one, there is a sextile to Uranus starting. All right. So this is not a bad thing. It's a sextile. It's giving you an opportunity to change your views on things. Okay. So, Uranus in Gemini, we've got rebellion of the mind. All right. You don't have to conform to what you're told. So maybe in this connected state, while you're looking and thinking about what is it that I'm willing to give my energy to, there is that change of perspective. Good morning, Karen. How are you? So nice to see you live. It's been a bit like that, hasn't it? I only feel like I'm just coming down to land right now, and I've got to go into town today for the day. So another day of disruption, but that's okay. All right, so after 1 o'clock, there is just, again, I can just see this flow. It's a nice morning, and then we get to this state where we're in a contented state, and we're like, you know, do these align with my values? Am I willing to give this energy? And then that sextile to Uranus starts, so we can contemplate even further, because we are changing our perspective, which is a 7-year thing now. Look at how much the world has changed since 2017-18, when Uranus went into Taurus. All right, so there's the shift in our values, our comfort, our security, the things that keep us safe. Now Uranus in Gemini is it's all cerebral. All right, it's all mindset. And like I was saying at the beginning of this, Mercury in Cancer is already showing its trickiness, because at the end of the month it's going to go retrograde at 26, but Mercury in Cancer is still being tricky now. It's still drawing out past experiences for us to look at. And the mail, oh my God, the mail at the moment is just woeful, which I can understand why, maybe Australia Post is sort of trying to put more things on trucks so that there's less fuel. I don't know. Anyway, it's a schmozzle at the moment. The wait time is just ridiculous. All right, anyway. All right, so that was after 1 with that Uranus. Now after 3 o'clock, this is where the moon is in conjunct the south node. All right, so you can see we're looking at, what are we feeling? What are we willing to actually put our energy into? How can we change that mindset? And then after 3 o'clock, we've got that, all right, so I know what I want and what I'm willing to give my energy to. I can see where I need to shift my perspective, because we're looking at all of that ancestral stuff with that Pisces moon. All right, so 3 o'clock, we're like, okay, I can adjust my thinking and my reality by getting rid of that thing. All right, so that in conjunct. All right, we need to, there's two differing energies that actually want to make it work, but they're like, this empty cup, this less than half full mentality needs to go. All right, so maybe the mental shift is, where I subconsciously automatically do a doom and gloom, or I feel like there's never going to be enough. I'm like, no, my cup is full. Look at the rest of life, and then compare it to that one thought that says I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, because the South Node is in Virgo. So we're being extra critical of ourselves. All right. So, or, maybe it's an unhealthy thought, because, Virgo is still health related. I don't know. There we go. Well, I mean, for myself, the health factor is I have a 2:50 appointment, and then at 3 that the south node starts. So I'm like, I can see the medical aspect starting there. Again, I didn't make the appointment, I was given it. It just is all in perfect alignment. Have to trust the universe. And then after 6, there is a sextile to Pluto starting. So, as the day goes on, we're seeing where we want to go, how we need to adjust, what we can get rid of, and then the clarity and the truth of the matter then becomes more obvious to us after that 6 o'clock, when Pluto starts making its connection to Pisces, because at 6:33 the moon is going to move into Aries. All right, so all of the feely day, then becomes, you know, quite confident and brave and forthright. So then obviously that is still moving into that beautiful Venus conjunct Jupiter at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. All right. Now, at the same time, Venus is doing her loving embrace with Jupiter, her favorite big fat uncle, full of gas and air, who can gaslight us. Remember, again, all that glitters is not necessarily gold, and I want to make this the most beautiful day of the year, but I just have to remind you that too much excess will give you a hangover tomorrow. All right, so we just need to be very aware of that. Oh, and that's what I was saying. Venus not only is embracing Jupiter, but she is squaring Chiron. So I'm looking at this Chiron square Venus as a boundary. All right, so Venus is over here. No, Venus is over here doing her thing, being all loving and blah, blah, blah. But look at this boundary. Look at this square to Chiron over here. All right, so this here is going to represent Chiron. All right, and so Venus over here being all Venus Jupiter, too sweet, too much excess. We've got Chiron, who may just be putting up boundaries because it has been wounded before and it knows where it needs to protect itself. All right, and Karen's birthday tomorrow. Oh, what a beautiful chart for the year. That is so nice. So you're going to have the Venus-Jupiter conjunction in your chart, and also Mercury square Saturn tomorrow with an Aries moon. Karen, you are going to get things done this year. That is for sure. So that is pretty much the energy for today. So look, by the evening, if you are feeling a little bit lethargic or bit too wishy-washy during the day, I feel like this afternoon you might get your mojo back, and you know, yeah, I just feel like it's going to be a really nice day full of clarity, conversation, opportunity. So that is me. I am now going to leave to go to town. So I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow for the live tomorrow morning at 8:30. So have a great day, everyone. And all my love. Mwah. See ya.